Buying a home in Hawaii. 4 things about the Big Island that you need to know. So, you're buying a home in Hawaii, and there are things that you need to be aware of that you may not be familiar with on the Big Island. Hopefully, your realtor you are working with will advise you of these items either during the home buying process or once you're under contract. Aloha! If you're new to this channel, I'm Stephen Prosky, a licensed realtor broker with Compass Hawaii and Real Estate Kailua, Kona. If you have any questions about the area, hit me up at one of our contact sources or leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. So today I'm going to be talking about items that could affect your decision making when buying a home here in Hawaii. Water. Hawaii gets its water from underground aquifers, surface water, and rivers. Groundwater provides about 99% of our domestic water in Hawaii, and that's about 50% of the fresh water used here. Many areas of the Big Island do not have city or county water supplied to them and must use a catchment water system. What's a catchment water system, you ask? Basically, it's a system where one captures rainwater from the roof of a home, transfer that water into a catchment holding tank for storage, and then filters and pumps that water back into the home. A filtration system is needed so that the water can be used for everything, including drinking. I was not familiar with catchment systems prior to moving to Kailua, Kona, and would not consider homes with catchment systems. Now that I've been here for many years, they are great water systems to use. If installed properly, they can be very efficient since the Big Island gets a sizable amount of water annually. You are most likely to find catchment water systems outside the urban areas, more likely to see them in the rural locations, north and south of Hilo, and definitely south of Kailua, Kona. I would suggest you do some internet research and familiarize yourself with catchment systems if you purchase in an area that does not have city or county water. Wastewater. Another unique thing about living on the Big Island is many properties here are not connected to a city sewer system. Well, again, this was another eye-opener when I moved here, and I took it for granted that everything was hooked up to sewers. That is not the case in the majority of properties here. If you are not connected to a sewer system, then you are either on a septic or a cesspool. I was familiar with septic systems, but didn't understand and know anything about cesspools. So first, let's talk about septic systems. A septic system has a tank buried in the ground, and it is designed to hold all your wastewater and where solid waste settles to the bottom. Then the wastewater is distributed to a series of perforated pipes and slowly distributed over a large area of land called a drain field or a leach field. Now, a cesspool is an underground tank where walls that are perforated to allow liquid waste to leak into the surrounding soil while solid waste accumulates at the bottom. I live in a home with a cesspool, and I have had no issues with it since living here. I feel they're relatively safe. The County of Hawaii, however, is currently implementing a conversion program to replace existing cesspools with septic systems because they are not the best ecological waste systems for our environment. So be aware of this fact when searching for a home, and if it has a cesspool, you need to convert that system by 2050 to a septic. Volcanoes. The Big Island is the only Hawaiian island with active volcanoes. Yes, this is one of the beauties of living here and also one of the concerns. Teresa and I moved here after the 2018 Kilauea eruption that destroyed over 700 homes. So when moving here, you need to be aware of this fact and know where there may be some risk in purchasing a home versus others. The island is divided into 9 lava zones. Lava Zone 1 being the most likely to be affected by an eruption and occurs with lava flows, and Lava 9 being the least likely to be affected. When there is an active eruption on the Big Island, certain areas of the island is affected by VOG, volcanic fog caused by gas, lava flows, and earthquakes. Again, the further away from the eruption, the more likely these things may not affect you. I like to compare VOG to the smog that you may be familiar with on the mainland, but it comes and goes only during volcanic eruptions here. If purchasing a home in lava zones 1 and 2, There may be some mortgage restriction and homeowners insurance concerns. So make sure your realtor points these things out during your home shopping process. Tsunamis and hurricanes. Yes, both tsunami and hurricanes have occurred here on the Big Island and have had significant negative impacts. Don't forget, we are located in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and experience tropical storms from time to time. Not to mention, we also can be impacted by weather that occurs throughout the Pacific. So definitely keep that in mind when moving here. Properties located in tsunami zones are most affected, and they are close or on the shoreline. When driving around, you will see tsunami evacuation signs all over the island. The Hawaii County Civil Defense Department manages all warnings for both tsunamis and hurricanes, and one can set up alerts on your cell phone to be notified when any approaching tidal waves or hurricanes are hitting the islands. Properties located in tsunami zones may have building restrictions and or insurance issues that you should check before writing that purchase contract. If you are getting a mortgage, lenders will require hurricane insurance whether you're in a tsunami zone or not. I'm certainly not trying to bust your Hawaii dream bubble about living in paradise. Teresa and I absolutely love living here on the Big Island in Kailua, Kona, and have embraced the aloha lifestyle and would not trade it for anything. As a real estate professional, I am always trying to inform my buyers of any and all situations that could positively and negatively affect them when they're purchasing a property here on the Big Island. The things I mentioned today were items that I was not aware of or did not think about prior to getting the call to move to the Big Island. If you enjoyed this topic today, could you hit the like button? And if you want more videos about the Big Island and real estate here in Kailua, Kona, could you hit the subscribe button as well? We are posting videos here weekly. If you have any comments, leave them below. We'll be happy to reply. Thanks again for watching, and we would welcome the opportunity to assist you if you need any help. Feel free to reach out to us in any one of our contact sources. And again, aloha.